Okay, guys, I'm watching the full episode now. You know why? Because of the same history, right? Why would he give up? And I think I figured it out. He cares actually a little bit more when he fought against Kim Sushi. He did something very interesting.
Movement, so what? A cute trick, but what you gain by it?
Man, you're annoying. Shut up and watch.
Man, you're annoying. See, the thing is, he almost like created a little story in here where he picks up, a false. Just shut up and watch, I guess. Fuck it.
You must be insane! If you throw that shuriken at me, you'll just be attacking yourself!
Makes it kind of interesting, doesn't it?
See? He says, like, makes it kind of interesting. Once you pick up on this detail, holy shit. Shikamaru is just like the best pickup artist ever. And this is why he actually liked Tamara and just, he's like, oh, I'm gonna give up. Fucking crazy. Just, oh my god.
Wait, you couldn't!
Yeah, like a game of chicken. Let's see who ducks first.
You're crazy!
And bam. Oh boy.
That's what I call using your head.
It's almost like he's mocking her. I mean, man, he created such a cool story, right? Obviously, there are writers behind all of this stuff, and I might be digging a little bit too deep, but this is way too fun to see it from their perspective because even as a writer, you have to be creative, you have to be unpredictable, you have to create characters rather than create a story. You have to let those characters play the story and make it whatever it happens to be. So that's what you have to do, and obviously when you put pressure, I think you get Naruto Shippuden, which is getting less exciting, and Boruto gets even less exciting. I think Boruto is actually trash. It's almost like a forced trash, and it's similar with Marvel. Perhaps that's the point that PewDiePie kind of has. That as things progress, it gets harder and harder for franchise to grow, and the first few steps are pretty impressive, I would say. This is why I got traumatized to watch Naruto in the first place, right? It's the first impressions that are so deep, and I couldn't even see that, right? God damn it, Shikamaru is trying to pick up girls here. What? But think about it, like, Shikamaru actually cares about the purpose of things. He doesn't give a fuck about the fights. So he has to think deeper than just the fight itself because he doesn't give a fuck, right? So it's very interesting. And he picks up on having an interesting interaction with the girl in a way, rather than actually having a fight here. It's very interesting. So this is why I'm watching the full episode, just to pick up on every little detail that he makes when fighting Tamari. And maybe Choji is going to be sounding a little bit clearer here. That would be nice. It doesn't show what happened that made him do this, but it's like, he starts talking as, whoa, it's a drag fighting a girl. Like, he cares so much about this, right? So you cannot just ignore this part. I'm gonna let this run. This is just hilarious. I mean, think about this. Shikamaru had prepared for this fight, right? He had thought about it. So there is strategy being played out here, and Naruto is actually curious, like, this is a smart guy, what is he doing?
Naruto, you jerk.
What?
Zero motivation. A guy with cloud envy.
Fuck? Why did he say that? Oh my god. I have to let this run. This is amazing.
They don't care about this match. It was just the warm-up for the main event. All they care about is watching Sasuke. The jerks.
What the fuck?
Well, if that's the way they're gonna be, maybe I won't give them a match at all. Why knock myself out for them?
So I don't get it. Like, he gave up for what exactly? For because he doesn't like the audience? He's what? Is this like even more depressing than it should be?
What is it? You planning on...
Because I mean, I started the video saying like he's fucking genius, right? He prepared for the battle. He's intimidating Tamari, not just, but he's also interacting with the audience. He cares what they care about. It's like it just gets so deep with this guy. Oh my god.
On giving up too?
And to top it off, my opponent's a girl. Again.
Oh my god. Okay, that's why I have to watch this, okay? Let me just suck it all in for all the details it has. Alright, see you on the other side. Shikamaru says, oh, I forgot, this girl is a spunky one. What does that mean? And he says, I hate spunky. Let's replay that. No? God damn it. This is not YouTube, you know.
Didn't start the match yet. I forgot. This girl's a spunky one. I hate spunky.
In a way, I have to give credit to Shikamaru if he does have the same system, right? He figures out the personality of a person. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm telling you, god damn it. God damn it. I really didn't pay attention. I am watching this for the third time now. Listen up.
It really doesn't make a whole lot of difference to me whether I ever become a Chunin or not. But I guess maybe I shouldn't let myself get beaten.
Right? Oh man, I'll have to put this all together. Jeez. Did you say anything else?
Let's do it.
Yeah. He's playing with her. It's just so fun for him. Right? And Shikamaru has the same personality traits as Hinata, so being interested in having a relationship, that's kind of a thing here. Just spying on Naruto that Hinata does, you know, and eventually she has a relationship with him. Like, you know, there's a pattern there as well. In a way, I realized, like, what am I doing here? I'm making these amazing videos, right? Kind of debunking the idea that you have to just spit out content, but instead make it as deep as possible. So there is reason to rewatch it and listen to every little detail and be traumatized as a child when you actually, you know, go through the content, you interact with it, you get impressed. It's just crazy. Naruto first season made a genius job already, I can tell you that much. Later on, well, let's leave that for later. Oh my god, just said this.
Or you should have seen how he threw himself into the arena. I'm telling you, Choji, he seems unusually aggressive. I think he's gonna show us his passionate side today.
She's just so destroyed by Shikamaru, you know? And she talks right after Shikamaru says this.
Weird.
Bam, bam, bam.
He's trying to lure me into the shadow of that tree. I'm not
Every little thing matters,
Why always have to fight girls? It's so lame.
right? Right after he says, "Why do I have to always fight girls? That's so lame." But he's so passionate about this at the same time, right? And or maybe it's Ino's fault. I don't know. I mean, what the fuck is happening here? Holy shit. Alright, this is also important. This is right after another scene. Shikamaru is looking at the clouds, and this is why the episode is named Cloud Envy, apparently.
But he wants to be a cloud. He wants to just, I don't know. Does that mean he wants to be a wind personality or something? What? It's kind of weird. He does attribute some personality to the cloud, saying, right? But then he says that's my style. What? Wind style? Am I mixing things up again? You sure about this? What? Amari isn't water. Amari has high ego. I don't understand.
The only reason I became a ninja was so I could do whatever I wanted.
He says this.
A guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. Oh, okay, I don't want to mention this, but like, yeah, Shikamaru said about drifting like a cloud, you know, being as good of a pickup artist that he is already. Ugh, he's a player? What? What, Spear? What the fuck is this? Okay, I'm not an Earth personality. I'm neither personality, okay? Jeez, I didn't have a relationship with him. Ever. Forever. I don't understand. I don't want to make this conclusion. Please. But I have a friend that's kind of like that. So this is why I got triggered by this thought. Right? Ugh. Another friend that I'm realizing be a substitute. It might be interesting to note the shadows, right? It might be pretty uncomfortable for Shikamaru to control her opponent this way. I don't know how this works in the first place, right? These probably rules are not very well defined, because like the shadow seems like such a weird angle right now. How does it even work? I suppose I can assume it's just like a mirror effect, right? There's just kind of like a mirror state that happens, and then you do your thing. But the shadow, again, you can still kind of notice that the shadow is very uncomfortable for Shikamaru, and this makes sense that it's hard to keep up the chakra with this kind of shadow. So yeah, interesting. Oh man, Asuma is like checkmate. Wait.
Checkmate.
They feel so highly on the Shikamaru, but I don't think Shikamaru actually, you know, meant to do this weird ass strategy. He just pulled it off randomly, luckily. I mean, when you see the fight versus Kim, he had to react really quickly to her thread, right? He had to react to everything that's happening around him. So that's why it's so important to know that Shikamaru might not be actually developing some crazy-ass strategy. He might just know more things than you normally would assume of how to use the environment and learn of the possibilities. Once you see the possibilities, like, it seems pretty simple strategy. And talking about possibilities, you know, that's why my theory holds quite a bit. Why would Shikamaru create such a story for himself, right? So much tension would pull Tamari close to himself and stress her out so much. Why would he do that? He's clearly playing. It's ridiculous. And for a good reason. He has to have a good reason to do this, right? Oh my god, Naruto, what the fuck? I will never watch like Naruto Shippuden and Boruto and think that this is good, right? This is overwhelming. Let's see how much shit we're gonna dig out watching other episodes. Holy shit. But first, I need to figure out the intention. Who else? What else could I do? Well, let's keep it a mystery. We already did double the episode. Holy crap. That's insane. Let me watch this outro. Every single intro and outro is just, ooh. It's almost like, in a way, Naruto Shippuden was great, but in a way it was trying to dissolve Naruto. Like, try to put them in a stressful position. Just weird. Alright, guys. See you next episode, whatever that may be.